Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope you all are having a good weekend. So yesterday I put out a video showing that I was going to start this Revell 1/12 scale Kawasaki 1000 police motorcycle as my next project. And so last night, or yesterday, I got the parts all washed and got some of the parts primered and started working on this a little bit, and I'll show you what all I got done. But I want to say first of all that this is not a Tamiya motorcycle kit. Just the little bit that I've done so far, I've already had some issues that I've not had with the Tamiya kits, and so we'll kind of talk about those as we go along too. But I got started on this, and then today I started doing some things on it and kind of came to a screeching halt, and I'll explain that too here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and show you what we got done, which is not a whole lot, but the first thing I did, I showed that the tires are actually not rubber, they're plastic. And so I got the first step is to work on the rear wheel and putting all of that together. So there's that's the tire. It comes in two halves, and it's so I got it glued together, and I guess it's not horrible, but it's not great. And the aftermarket ones that I found, I can't find any here in the States. At least none of the sites on any of the sites that I looked on, and so they'd all come from overseas, and the price is kind of prohibitive right now as far as what I'm able to afford. So we're gonna go with these if this kit ever gets finished. So there's the tire, and then the wheel. I primered and then sprayed with just a kind of a satin black, and then on the, let's see if I can get this up close enough for you to see, the tops of the spokes here and then the outside will be painted. They're supposed to be silver, so I'll probably do that in a flat aluminum. So we did get both halves of the wheel at least painted black, and then got this small part right here glued on to this larger, and then got that primered and painted silver or flat aluminum. Got the chain, and the sprocket is just primered right now. The sprocket I'll probably do in a flat aluminum, and then I may do thinking about doing the chain in kind of a brass color. So that's the plan on that. And then a couple of other things here is just a couple of parts that we got primered and then sprayed with gloss black. So, and this is all the rear wheel assembly. So there's that. So then today, while I was waiting for the paint on all of that stuff to dry, I went ahead and started putting the engine together. Oh, and well, let me go back for just a second. I was mentioning how this is not a Tamiya kit. The plastic on this kit is very, very brittle. And I'm not sure if I can get this close enough where you can see it, but this is a separate piece and this is a separate piece. So this piece had two tabs that slid down into a couple of slots here on this piece. And the one on the front went in great. The one on the back wouldn't quite slide down all the way into the slot where it needed to go, and so I, tried to and I didn't really force it, but I just got a little bit more firm with it, and that tab just, it snapped like it wasn't even there. It just snapped off. And so what I had to do is I had a piece of just flat brass that I glued on the back here, and then glued there to hold them together where they're supposed to go. So that was one thing. And then as I started putting the engine together, and so here's the top part of the engine, the bottom part of the engine. So those two separate pieces. Well, this top part, again, it had two tabs on the front and a tab on the back, and then holes, on the bottom part here. Well, just putting the tabs in the holes on the front part, the tabs just snapped right off. There was I wasn't even forcing it or anything. They just snapped like they were paper. And then I had to actually press this piece in for this back piece to line up where it was supposed to go. And again, the tab just snapped right off. And then because I had to bend it because it didn't fit properly, I was having to press it to bend it, and it snapped right there and right there into two pieces. So I wound up having to glue this part on the front, and then glue this part on the back, and so yeah, I'm not overly impressed so far with this kit, with the quality of the plastic anyway. And then the final thing, the thing that kind of brought everything to a halt. Of course, so we've got the top and the bottom parts, and then of course there are two side parts here. Well, this is the side piece for this side, and it'll go here. And the fit's not horrible, it's not great, but you can see that there's a gap there. But I don't think that'll be seen. But my problem is, here's the instruction sheet for the engine. Part number 18 is not on the tree. Now this was a sealed kit. The box was sealed, plastic bags were sealed. Part number 18, where it goes, the tab is there that shows the number, but the part is not on the tree. And so I don't know. The only thing I can think of is that in the manufacturing, it fell off and they just didn't notice it, and it got packaged that way. And so I don't have a major part to go on. Sorry about the camera. I don't have a major part to go on the other side of the engine. So I'm at a complete standstill, because the only eBay's got a couple of sellers selling this kit, but they want $60 for it, and I don't have $60 to pay for a new kit just for one part. So this kit is going to go back in the box for now. Maybe I'll run across another one of these kits at a model show, or Goodwill, or who knows what, garage sale, something, one of these days, and I'll be able to finish it. But right now, I'm not going to be able to finish it with that major part of the engine missing. So so that's where we're at on the Kawasaki 1000 Police. So I will be pulling probably another kit out of my stash here in the next day or two, and we'll post another video and let you know what we're going to do next. But I was really looking forward to building this kit, but looks like it's going to have to wait for a little while. Anyway, that's enough of me complaining. Uh, it's it is what it is, and life goes on. So hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. You all take care, stay safe, and again, I've got plenty of shop cards. If anybody wants a shop card, my email will be down in the description. Just let me know, and I'll be glad to send you one. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.